No Man's Sky patch 2.4, the Exo Mech update, has just hit pretty much everywhere and gives us way more than was seen in the trailer, with new tech, a small overhaul of the Exocraft system and lots more. So let's go through it all. So first of all, the Minotaur, the new Exocraft Exo Mech thing. You can get the Geobay to be able to summon this from the Nexus. The Geobay to summon it is in the construction terminal with all the other buildable things. You can get the tech for the Minotaur from Perses, who is the Exocraft researcher on the Anomaly. He's the first one on the right. I'll be doing a full overview of the Minotaur in a video later tonight, covering all the tech, what you need for it, how much it costs to get the blueprints and everything. If you want upgrades for the Minotaur, then you can get those in the usual place from the space station from the Exocraft procedural tech module vendor. It seems they made the Minotaur to be used on extreme environment planets, and they note that you can pick up storm crystals, terrain manipulate and so forth with the Minotaur, so it's pretty cool. Handles really weird, I will say that. Now, some of the changes they've made with the Exocrafts. Exocraft hazard changes. Exocraft no longer grant immunity to planetary hazards by default. External environmental conditions will now drain the player's hazard protection, though at a reduced rate from on planet. Specialist technologies have been made available at Iteration Perses on the Space Anomaly that allow Exocraft to be upgraded to prevent environmental damage. So yeah, basically there's just like hazard protection for the Exocraft, similar to how it is for your exosuit. Then it goes on to talk about some new Exocraft technologies. Perses now also offers the Icarus Fuel System, an Exocraft upgrade that recharges the engine during daylight. That's pretty sweet. I'm glad they extended that to Exocrafts as well, because it's been a really cool piece of tech for the ships. The Exocraft Scanner has been improved. Performing a standard scan will now reveal all nearby points of interest, i.e. all those that would be revealed by using the Analysis Visor. That's pretty sweet. And this is one of the big ones that people have been asking for a while, so I'm really glad they've made this because this is frigging sweet. Added an Orbital Exocraft Materialiser. This is a new freighter module that will allow all Exocraft to be summoned while the freighter is in system. Now this is also purchased in the construction module and can be built on your freighter as a room, similar to the storage container rooms. Then they've got a bunch of Exocraft quality of life and other fixes. Added new decal options to Exocraft customization, so all those special decals you got from the Quicksilver store can now be put on your Exocraft, which is pretty sweet. Exocraft cockpits now match the customization of the exterior. That's a cool little feature, I like that. Improve the light cast by the headlights of all Exocraft. Increase the base speed of the Roman, Nomad and Pilgrim Exocraft, that's a big one. Tweaked a number of Exocraft cameras to improve visibility. Increased the speed and acceleration of the Nautilon submarine and tweaked its camera positioning. Another good fix, because Nautilon was weird to use. Fixed an issue that caused the Exocraft fuel efficiency stat not to increase fuel efficiency. Fixed an issue that caused the Exocraft speedometer to flash during a storm. Fixed an issue that prevented items in the Exocraft inventory from being available for crafting. Well, that's good. I didn't even realise. I never use the Exocraft, so I didn't even realise that was an issue. Added a coordinates readout to the Exocraft HUD data. That is cool. Very cool. Tweak some early game rewards to give players access to an Exocraft earlier in the playthrough of the Artemis story. Reduce the blueprint and construction cost of some Geobay blueprints. Improve the guide entry for Exocraft, including tweaking when it becomes unlocked and adding a mission to the guide page to walk players through the Exocraft unlock and upgrading process. That's good, it was kind of like a sideline thing for a while now. Fixed an issue that caused the Exocraft mining laser to be ineffective when used on mineable objects. Fixed an issue that caused Exocraft to turn invisible when saving and charting a waypoint. Fixed an issue that caused the object health indicator to either appear in the wrong position or not appear at all when mining objects in an Exocraft. Fixed a soft lock that could occur when the inventory auto-opens to the Exocraft page and no Exocraft is present in the system. Fixed an issue that caused the position and icon of the network player marker to be wrong when the player is in an Exocraft. Fixed an issue where Exocraft could sometimes fall through the planetary terrain. Fixed an issue where the Exocraft customization camera could be incorrectly positioned when swapping between Exocraft types. And fixed an issue where exiting an Exocraft could cause a fade to black transition if the ship camera was set to first person. So yeah, that's lots of really good fixes. They got to a lot of stuff that has been bugging a lot of people for a while now. Pretty sweet. Then there's some graphical improvements and options. GTAO, not actually sure what that means, but I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. Improved performance by avoiding oversampling on distant objects. Sweet. Performance improvements are pretty awesome. Modified attenuation heuristic to avoid over-darkening of thin objects, particularly notable on grass. Modified reprojection filter to improve AO temporal stability. This reduces flickering on moving objects, particularly notable on grass. Less flickering, always good. 3D rendering resolution can be now scaled as a factor of the window resolution. This means UI can render at a higher resolution to the 3D game view, offering more options for improving performance while keeping UI crisp. Additionally, the in-game resolution may be scaled larger than the actual screen resolution, allowing for greater image quality than possible when rendering at the monitor's native resolution. Okay, so that's pretty sweet for people with, say, like a 1080 or 2K display and something insane like a 2080 Ti. Also, just for some clarity, they basically mean you can size the HUD that you see items differently to the actual screen resolution. So this could be really good for people in a super high resolution who want it bigger or something, or a low resolution want it smaller, other things, loads of stuff. It's good. Base building quality of life. This is another one that people are going to love. Added a new base part, the Electrical Cloaking Unit. This can be placed to hide power lines when outside of build mode. So yeah, basically an item that you build in your base that will hide wires when you're not in the build menu, which is pretty sweet. Added the ability for console players not using VR to disable local base complexity limits. PC players could already adjust the base quality setting. This may come at a performance cost when viewing large player-made structures. So essentially they've removed complexity. Well, they've added the ability to remove base complexity on console, so now you won't be stuck because of a short wall annoying the hell out of you. But of course that can result in instability in performance. So essentially just, if you're going to unlock it, which to be honest I would, just be careful and make sure you keep an eye on how the game is performing when you get to bigger builds. Added a quick menu option to immediately return to Space Anomaly when visiting a featured base. This is really cool. I actually saw it myself just when I was having a go before the patch notes came out. Essentially in your quick menu now there is just a picture of the anomaly with like a return arrow. So essentially when you go to a base through the anomaly, even your own bases, you'll have the ability to just click that button and teleport straight back to the anomaly, which is pretty useful, convenient and good for getting unstuck in certain situations. So yeah, that's useful. Fixed an issue that caused incorrect planet information to be displayed when previewing bases in a different galaxy. Fixed an issue that could cause players to become stuck when warping to a featured base if the base computer had not loaded in time. Ooh, that's not good. But at least I fixed it, so that's sweet. Fixed a number of soft locks that could occur when interacting with base parts that were outside the local complexity limit. Now, just a number of bug fixes, so hopefully some stuff that has been annoying you is in this. Fixed an issue that prevented AI ships from ever landing on player-owned landing pads. That is good. That is a solid first bug fix. Nice. Fixed an issue with the transition to a new galaxy that caused it to be entirely white. Fixed an issue that prevented the Blaze Javelin from being cycled while cooling down. Increased the distance which damaged frigate icons are displayed on the ship HUD and compass. Added a timeout sequence to the start of Nexus missions to discourage players from going AFK on board the anomaly after readying up. That's cool. Extended the time during which weekend missions are active at 9 AM GMT on Mondays. Well, that's pretty good because I think it ended at around 4 to 6 AM GMT on Mondays, so the little extra is great for people in other countries. So like West Coast America, it would have ended at like 10 PM or something for them on the Sunday, which isn't really great, but now it ends at like 2 AM, so pretty sweet. Added some additional graphic warnings when low on hazard protection or life support. Fixed an issue that caused diplomatic frigates to award units as a substance rather than directly. Nice, they fixed that one. That one was quite funny. You could basically get units as an item, and that item could then be sold for more units. I think each unit was worth 16 units, so it's very strange. But it was a way to, you could actually just give units to people on the Nexus, which we did on one of the streams, which was quite fun. Fixed an issue with the trails on certain Royal ships not lining up correctly with their engines. Nice. Fixed a number of graphical glitches that could occur when warping in a starship. Fixed a graphical issue that affected the byte-beat envelope rendering on console. Improved the readability of the current readout when browsing tech trees. Added a recovery fix for players who lost their void egg after they come back through the portal at the end of the final Starbirth quest. Ooh. Man, that would have sucked. Fixed a rare crash in the lighting system. Fixed an issue that caused the audio environment to be set incorrectly while on Atlas stations. Fixed an issue where Armoured Clams could be destroyed with the Terrain Manipulator. Fixed an issue where weekend event missions could sometimes have partially encrypted descriptions at the Nexus. And finally, fixed an issue where player models could sometimes inherit their scale from ships or exocraft. So, that's pretty sweet. Pretty big update, way bigger than I thought it was going to be based on the trailer. So yeah, very pleasantly surprised. Get to it, folks. Minotaur video coming out in a bit. I'll be working on it the second this video is out. If you want to re-go over the patch notes just in like normal fashion, you can find that on the website, which I'll be adding the Minotaur video to that page and everything later, as well as of course on here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you ring the bell and put notifications to on so that you get informed when I have got some new stuff to inform you with. If you want to support the channel, we've got Patreon, Teespring store, YouTube memberships. We've also got a Discord and a Zaine'sWorld.com website, which is pretty sweet. You should definitely check it out. Everything linked in the pinned comment. Thank you for watching, folks, and have a fantastic day playing this new update. Shadays it to you.